YouTube channel. I'm so excited you were able to join me today on this lovely Sunday, or whenever it is that you're watching this. I'm hoping that my mic is working. It looks like it's picking up sound, which is good because I am in no mood for a crash out. I have had the most horrendous week, and my birthday's tomorrow, so it's almost guaranteed to go worse because my last happy birthday was probably 2 years ago. Maybe. I vaguely remember being happy for. Anyway, not to just turn this into a therapy session, I should probably talk about what I am building and kind of what's happening with that, because that is a very healthy distraction from my chaos of life, which I'm sure we'll circle back to. But we are building an apartment for kind of a finance bro, but like the real inspiration for this build is there's been a trend on this TikTok where it's like the ex-fiance from the Hallmark movie, where it's like the fiance who she breaks up with to marry the Christmas tree farmer, like the stereotypical holiday Hallmark movie fiance. And I imagined that this build is kind of his apartment in the city, and so it's built in San Myshuno, obviously in the Sims 4, in the kind of upscale neighborhood. This is where what's his butt lives. I don't even know. He like is an art critic, is kind of annoying, defaultly lives. It is 1020 Alto apartments, and I think it's in the finance district. It's like on the bottom right hand side of the map. Speaking of right hand side, today I'm recording this, it's Wednesday, so I was teaching my students today, not my kids, but my kids. And I accidentally switched right and left, and if you know me at all, I am horrendous with like right and left, and like as a math teacher I should be like decent at it, and I usually do really good at it, and I was really good for a while back when I was engaged because I had my ring on my left hand on my right hand, and so it's easy to be like, oh, left, right. You'd think that me wearing my watch on my left hand would help me now. Like I've always worn my watch on my left hand, but like it just doesn't click as much as a ring. But thank God we don't have that, because that was a hot mess. Anyway, just like my life. We're decorating the bathrooms. In these bathrooms, I wanted to use the fancy talking toilet that comes with City Living, because I never use them, and B, this guy would have them. I also put in so many wine racks in this build. I imagine he probably got like all of these on his trips. Like I imagine maybe he was like gallivanting throughout Europe, finding himself after he graduated. I don't even know. Some generic white boy finance boy stuff. I don't even know. But yeah, we're just kind of decorating. This is kind of like a formal sitting area, and then like a formal bar, so like you could actually mix drinks. I also put in, I believe, a globe bar here in a bit. This apartment is very minimally decorated because I imagined that like he's like trying to be cool and mantra. He's not really having clutter. Some things I probably could have put around was like some more sport equipment. I don't think I put any like sport or like workout equipment. I do put a sauna, and you've already seen that, which I think is really cool. I put on a lot of woohoo spots because I imagined like this is like your generic like F-boy kind of vibe, but also like settling down. Like I imagine maybe he works as a finance, like I imagine he's a finance bro, so like the vibes. And so there's a get together closet. There's not a shower that is woohooable, sadly, because you need to have like an upright shower, and I have like the freestanding showers in all the 2 showers that I do have. But the sauna is another location, and then the bed, and then I end up putting the trunk of costumes. I don't think there's any other places to woohoo. I should have like put one of the blankets out on the floor. But I imagine it was more high key than that. Like I imagine it was a little bit more dressed up. We're also kind of beat bopping everywhere, because when I was building this I was like, I don't even know. And here's a little globe bar, which also functions as, you guessed it, a bar. We're only 5 minutes into this, and I'm already going a little bit insane. I mean, I'm already insane. As I've mentioned, mental health has not been strong, and I imagine will continue not to go strong. I just dropped a lot of money on buying a new stove because that is one of the perks of being a homeowner, is that when something's broke, you have to unfortunately pay for it to be fixed. This is like one of the first times where it's like actually been like a big deal. There's been like my shower head is broke, or a hole has been put in my shower, or like in my wall, which is just like things that I can live with. But like a broken stove needs to be fixed, and unfortunately stoves are not cheap. Thankfully I was able to sneak in and get some remaining Black Friday deals, but it was literally the last day, so I had to buy one today, and my stove broke yesterday, and so there was not a lot of planning. I also suck at making decisions, believe it or not, and so it was just not a very fun time. I also had to deal with the repair technician while I was teaching, and then I was like in another room answering this phone call, and in one of my students pops their little head, and I'm like, can I help you? I'm on a phone call. He's like, oh, so and so needs help. And I'm like, okay, great, I'll be in there in a bit, give me a second, as I'm trying to deal with deciding whether I wanted them to fix it, which would have been, now I'm realizing, a third of the cost for them to fix it. But then my dad's like, well, at a third of the cost, what are you gonna have to fix again in like a month or two? And I was like, you're right, because the brand that came with the house was a Maytag, which isn't horrible, but it is like a cheaper brand. And so I ended up buying, I believe it's it's a GE, which is a lot better of a brand, and I feel a lot more comfortable having that in my home. But not cheap, especially because I have gas, which I enjoy gas. Like, I wouldn't want to go to electric. But yeah, now we're kind of decorating the actual living space. I have this fun U-shaped couch. I also use like is it considered a chase chair? Like the thing with the legs sticking out. I don't know. Also, I loved what I did over here. I sized up this horse statue. It reminds me, it's a direct call to Friends, which I love so much, and I should honestly watch more of because it would have really helped my mental health when I was struggling with it some this summer. Friends always pulls me out because I'm like, these people are also 24, 25, 26, and do not have their life together. It's so reassuring, especially being in the Midwest. The standard is that you have your life together and are married here soon, and that is not my reality in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately. But here we are, grinding it out. I also feel really bad because I put in a food bowl. I actually put in two, but I did not put in literally any other pet stuff. And I imagine that the finance bro probably isn't the best pet parent, but I imagine that he would have some pet stuff. So we're just gonna say that it's in the closet. He's got like a leash and stuff in the closet for his dogs because he can't have a cat. He would not have a cat. Actually, no, he wouldn't have a cat. But there's a lot of really open space, and I like to think that he's like flaunting it and kind of like showing it off, and just doing the finance bro stuff. And also, this is like, I don't mean to like use finance bro as like a derogatory. I'm hoping anyone who's watching this video would understand that, but just to clarify and cover myself a little bit, I don't mean it as a derogatory. And here we are trying to put a rug under the dining table, which is wild because like in reality, I don't think you would want a rug under the dining table because it would just get full of crumbs, but it looks so nice in The Sims. And so it's a must. I end up putting a rug from Jungle Adventure. I'm not quite sure where the table's from, but I know that those chairs are from the base game. They were made by a custom creator, not a modder, a custom creator, and added into the base game forever ago. Yeah, and then we just are putting some artwork up over here on this wall, and I think we're gonna decor the kitchen a little bit. Once again, I should really get better at timing to do these voiceovers on the weekends where I'm like talking to no one instead of spending my entire day talking to the youths, because that would be a lot more beneficial for everyone. But here we are again, and you once again will be hearing me ramble, and I do thank you so much for you enduring that. And of course, I will apologize, because if there's one thing about me, it's that I'm going to apologize over and over and over and over again, because I feel bad about everything, and everything is my fault. Mental health, what a fun thing. But yeah, here I'm trying to figure out what flower to put on the table, and I end up putting a singular rose, which I kind of find funny, because I imagine that he's like, yes, roses, and then he like sees the price for like a bouquet of roses, and he's like, that's not a good investment. I will just be buying a singular rose. And here's where I put in another dog bowl. I find it so weird that like, I mean, it's not weird, but like, it's odd that like the pets don't need to drink water. I mean, excuse me while I yawn. It is getting close to my bedtime. I will be going to bed after I get this video exported. But they don't have to drink, as I was saying, the pets don't have to drink any water. They do drink from puddles and like from the toilets, but like those are like misbehaviors, and there's no like water bowl you can give them. And so it always seems so weird just to have like a food bowl out, because like you would also have a water bowl out. And then I end up using these new prints in the hallway, which is kind of bland. I don't even think I put a runner in the hallway, to be honest, and I really should have. And now I think we're gonna jump into the guest room, which I kind of keep as a blue. It's like everything in here is like blues and browns and like very like naturals. Yes, naturals, kind of like neutrals, with blues, and then some fun references sprinkled in as well. Oh my gosh, I am yawning so much. I should really go to bed. I was about to say a very depressing joke, but I realized I should not say that, because that's not good, and I should not think like that. But yeah. Anyway, what else is there for me to ramble about? I'm like so behind on my Sims like content and staying up with the news. I just saw, it's totally not new, and it's definitely not new by the time I post this, but The Sims 4 just released SpongeBob themed kits. And first off, I'm not very well versed in the SpongeBob universe, because I was not allowed to watch it growing up. My mom thought it was a bad example for us. And then also, like, who's gonna buy a SpongeBob kit? I mean, honestly, I'm kind of tempted to buy it just to kind of like see if, I mean, I'll probably watch like Little Simsies review of it, and also Griffey posted a review of it, and so I could probably watch one of their reviews as well, to see if it's anything worth buying. And I'm curious, I literally have done zero research, because most kits are $5. I'm curious if this SpongeBob kit's gonna be the same, because like when the Star Wars pack came out, the game pack, it was the same price, I believe, as all the other game packs. But like the Star Wars one rarely goes on sale. Not that kits go on sale. They did release like a bundle, at least I saw on Steam. I think they did this bundle on the EA app as well. Oh my gosh, I am yawning again, and it hasn't even been 2 minutes. I apologize for anyone who's yawning with me. I know that yawns are contagious. But yeah, we're moving into the office space where I put in like this large bookshelf that came from City Living that I never use because it's so empty, but I also figured this guy would have a mostly empty bookshelf. And it's also like very large. Like I don't think it fits in small wall heights, and I think that these are medium. Yeah, I think these are medium wall heights. So it fits nicely. I also put in like the Rocket Girl, because I imagined he would definitely have that poster, as well as like the basketball and hat. So I guess there is a little bit of workout equipment. I also was gonna put a jersey here, and I totally should have put a jersey there, but I ended up putting like a movie poster. I imagine like it's like one of his favorite movies or something, and then I think I put a clock on this wall, which is interesting because I like never use clocks in The Sims 4, but I love decorating. I am yawning again. It is so my bedtime. It is so my bedtime. It's not even that late. It's literally 9 p.m. and I usually like get into bed in between 9:30 and 10. Lately it's been a little bit later just because I've been chatting, but Yeah, which is probably why I'm tired. I also put a pillow on this chair. I don't usually do that just because I feel like you can tell that it's not intentional, but it looked like somewhat intentional. And here is where I finally use the Love Struck bed that I've been saying that I've been wanting to use, and I like keep pulling it out to use it, and I never make it work. And this build is perfect for it. I also thought about putting a animal print rug, and I end up doing like this rug. I think it's from it's from a kit, I think. Oh, I don't even know what kit it's from though. Um, it kind of gives the animal print vibes. I also put a mirror at the foot of the bed because this guy would totally have a mirror at the foot of his bed. He would also have a mirror on the ceiling, but we can't really do that in The Sims 4. He's just all about the finance bros and what they're about. um, but yeah, I am getting closer and closer to the end of this video, and I would like to thank you all for sticking with me and enduring the yawns and continuing to come back and watch my videos. It really means the most to me that you are doing so, because this is just something I like to do out of fun, and it's wild that people are actually enjoying them and watching them and continue to support me on this journey. But this apartment is available on the gallery under hashtag #AlPalsGames or under my Origin ID. A whole bunch of that stuff will be in the description below. We're just going to kind of wrap things up here with the master bath, which has this big tub. Oh, I wish there was a tub woohoo. There isn't. They just added pool woohoo with what is it? Adventure Awaits, like open water woohoo. But tub would be kind of fun. I mean, there's hot tub, but tub, like this massive tub, could be fun. Not fun. I keep saying fun. It'd be like interesting. Like obviously, like, you know what? We're just gonna leave it. It is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've said that a million times, but I mean it a million times. We're just gonna, like I say, wrap up this bathroom, and that's really it. I will catch you guys all here on Wednesday with another exciting new build. I'll see you then. Bye!